Welcome to the URC Ice Arena in Cheney, Washington. It is game 2 of the PAC 8 championships. Jack Jones here with you, along with Eric List, your PAC 8 announcers for the weekend. And we have Addie from Moses Lake on the camera. Addie is a junior with a major in speech pathology and an incredibly nice young lady. So we're going to have a great game. We've got the Western Washington Vikings against the San Jose State Spartans.
Yes.
And we will be quiet for a moment for the national anthem. And it looks like we're set for some hockey. This is game 2 of the PAC 8 tournament, the 1 o'clock game. We have two teams that played way back in early October. Western Washington won both games, but only by 2 goals. So we should have some very interesting hockey. And the referees meet at center ice. Eric, we had an interesting first game. You got anything you want to say about it?
Yeah, Jack, we had a really fun game between the University of Washington Huskies and the Tritons of UCSD. Now, that went 4-1 in favor of the Huskies, so they'll move on to play tomorrow. It was a good game. It was a little bit slow in the first period, but Huskies came out in the second period to score 3, and then each side had 1 in the third period to make it a 4-1 win for UW.
Well, the Spartans start with the puck, but they can't get it out of their own zone. They finally do. And now Western Washington gets it into the offensive zone and gathers. They send it around to the boards. Looks like 11 Hunter Smith has it. And there's a shot stopped by the goalie for San Jose State. His name is Camus Stevens. Camus Stevens got to play a part of both games against Western Washington earlier in the year. And apparently we had a contentious series. One player from San Jose, and that would be Kirill Konoplyanko, got to sit at the end of both games. So it ought to be interesting if people can keep control of their emotions. And we have a steal by the Western Washington number 17 fan, but he goes to the bench and San Jose tries to get it up. Speaking of Konoplyanko, he just took a shot to the chin as he got rid of the puck. He's wearing number 7 today. In the 2 games they played in October, he wore number 24 and then number 5. So maybe he's trying to disguise himself. I don't know. But icing is the call by Western Washington. And the goalie for the Western Washington Vikings, and he is a PAC 8 second team all goalie. Nolan Moreno. I'm sorry, he is the freshman goalie of the year. Nolan Moreno.
Morena's been the most solid thing in net that the Vikings have had all year. And when we've seen him play UW, really any team, Morena is the nod that they get every day for him in net.
So the puck comes back to number 16, who is back in the lineup, Tyler Chapman. He takes a shot, but it's blocked. And now here comes Chapman right there, 16, shot, and a goal. Chapman snuck in and went short side, and Stevens did not close the corner. So he got it off of Stevens' corner shoulder into the goal.
Yeah, that was a nice drive, and you could see he took it all the way. Chapman saw he's going to have the speed if he can get down this near side right in front of Jack and I, and he took it. A nice cut to the net. Good positioning there for Stevens. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to hug that side post, and he did it, but a better job for Chapman to sneak it back.
Sleddy with the assist. And I have a feeling Stevens is not going to be very happy with that because goalies have to close off that corner. Mm-hmm. If they beat you far side, you can live with that a little bit better. But if they beat you on the near post, that's when you got to stop.
So that's a post you have to seal up when you're on that side.
Yes. And there was a gap there. I saw it. Face off just outside the Vikings offensive zone. They win the puck back. Hunter Smith, that is Cooper Hunter Smith with the puck. He sends it up to Secord. Secord couldn't handle it. Fan sends it down, and Brumbaugh, number 5 for the Vikings, takes it. Secord sends it up. Aaron James, one of the James brothers from Alaska, knocks it down, and Crumbaugh tries to hit it back to Secord, but it goes past. Marina comes out to play it out of the net. He sends it up. Number 85 for that's Cam Morris for the Spartans. Lose the puck, so Aaron James has it. Sends it to the corner. Looks like Fan fights for it in the corner, and now it comes up into the netting. Nobody can change from the Spartans because they flipped it into the net. So 16:50 to go in the first period. 1-0 Western Washington over San Jose.
Brumbaugh, Fan, and Aaron James, the top line for Western. You're going to hear their lines a lot this afternoon. They're going to get a lot of ice time, and they're usually driving the offense forward. That's why they're on that top line. And then throw in Ethan Secord, who's that top D pair, a very offensive-minded defenseman. Watch out for him, the Vikings as well.
What a hit. That was a big hit right there from number 34, Quinn. Number 2, Brian Brim, skates back. He stands up and gets back in the action. They have the Brim brothers, number 2 and I believe number 9. So San Jose has the Brim brothers. The Vikings have the James brothers. Marina closes off the pipe. Back come. There's Chapman. Chapman was injured and not in action last weekend against the Huskies. There's a shot. I couldn't tell if Marina got his blocker up on it or not. But that was
it was close. It went high and wide if Morena did get a piece of it. That's
a great opportunity for the Spartans there. That's number 82. Cam Catavoda. Icing is the call. So San Jose trying to get their legs. So far, the shots are 2 for Western Washington, 1 for the Spartans. And we have 15:30 to go. in the first period of play. Game number 2 at the PAC-8 Championships. We're here in beautiful Cheney, Washington at the URC Ice Arena. Just an incredible ice complex, student resource. Shot from Fan, saved by Stevens. Fan is quite the player. He is a first team all PAC-8 forward. Brumbaugh gets it in the zone, and they fight for the puck. James, that would be Aaron James, number 91. The James brothers are both very good players, and their dad is one of the assistant coaches. They are out of Alaska. Number 21 for the Spartans handles the puck, sends it back to the D. Shot, hits the body in front. Number 21 is Izzy Codner. 85, Cam Morris tries to keep it in, but he can't. So San Jose has to reset, tag up, and now they come in. 23. Kenny Brown sends it down. And now the puck goes down all the way to Stevens. He plays the puck, sends it up to, who is that? Number 2, Brian Brim. And they get it in the zone, but it's Secord for the Vikings that have the puck. Pass eludes number 23, Harrison Webster. So San Jose State sends it in, but they don't control. Number 7, Carver Johnson for the Vikings sends it around. Number 2, Brian Brim sends it deep and goes for a change.
So good job by San Jose State here. The Vikings will play a fast game and fast in transition. So far, the Spartans have done a nice job to not allow that to happen. It's been hemmed up in the neutral zone, but potentially a chance here if the Vikings could hustle to it.
Nice play by number 26 for the Spartans. Duncan Warren to get the puck out of the zone. And we have a whistle with 12:57 to go. Eric List, Jack Jones, and Addie are with you. The puck is sent back. It's a foot race. Sleddy tries to get the puck for Western Washington, and he does. But 82, Cam Catavoto does a great job of fending him off long enough. And the Spartans get the puck. An attempted pass to number 9. That would be Blake Brim, the leading scorer for the Spartans. Puck goes across in front of Morena, and the Vikings break out. So the Vikings have their baby blues on. The Spartans have their grays. So they're about the same tint, which makes it a little difficult for someone that's colorblind like me.
You colorblind?
Yes.
I did not know that. It does. They're definitely the baby blues, beautiful jerseys with white numberings, and I like the grays too with the nice yellow numbers, little blue accent, but they definitely can look similar.
Yes, and the but they have the band that goes through the numbers, so there's enough difference in the uniforms that the color isn't the important thing. It's the design that I look at. So face off to the left of Stevens, Kama Stevens. As we were down pregame, Stevens is a very big goalie.
He is.
Morena, on the other hand, is not a very big goalie.
It says 6'1", but I would.
Yeah, no.
He's got to be taller than 6'1". We did see him on skates, so add about 2 to 3 inches.
Yeah. Well, I'm of the belief that your height doesn't determine how good a goalie you are. We have a Quinn on a breakaway. He can't pull off a shot. Stevens made a great job of moving. And now he freezes the puck. And Patrick Pearson, the captain of the Vikings, presses him. Wojcicki retrieves the stick.
Interesting note there on that last rush for the Vikings. That was the same place that Tyler Chapman scored his goal. He was low side to the glove, and that's where they went again. And luckily this time, Stevens was able to seal it off, but it still looked like there was a little daylight down there.
Yeah, but he was farther out.
Yeah,
and he sealed off any opportunity. So the Spartans get it in. Number 13, Jackson Graham plays the puck for the Spartans. Carver Johnson, number 7 for the Vikings, battles him. Andrews, number 73, waiting at the point, but he can't get the puck. It's on the far side, and now Pearson gets it out of the zone. When I get a minute, I'm going to tell you some great news about Patrick Pearson. He is an incredibly nice young man and a great captain for this Viking team, and I'm going to talk to you about him in a few minutes. His parents, I got to see them between games, and they're incredibly proud, and they should be. When I tell you the news, you're going to be excited. Chapman grabs the puck for the Vikings. They skate it up. Popped out of the zone by the Spartans, but the Vikings are the first one there. Now we have the puck. James, number 92, that is Jacob James, the second line James. Now, I don't think I don't think his brother's any better, but they are on separate lines. Chapman shoots again. It pops up and lands on top of the net. Stevens deflected the puck up in the air. It comes down, not on his back and into the goal, but just behind the crossbar, lands on the net, so they blow the whistle.
A very fortunate bounce there for him to land on the back of the net. And you saw as soon as it got up there, he put his blocker up there to cover it. He wasn't letting that get popped off and allowing play to continue.
So the Pearson parents told me today he got accepted to Johns Hopkins.
Wow. Good for him.
So after this year, he will be headed to Johns Hopkins, and they are incredibly proud, as they should be. Aaron James tries to get a shot, but it's blocked down by the defenseman. Across to Brumbaugh. James tries to get in. He trips over the goalie's leg, Stevens' leg. Hand pass is the call. Masner tried to keep it in, but Fan had flipped it with his hand. So the puck will be dropped outside the Spartans' defensive zone with 9:40 to go in the first period of play. 1-0 is your score for the Vikings. The Vikings shot saved. That was Fan with the shot. Patted aside by Stevens. Good save. Masner, number 14 for the Vikings, get the puck. There was a whistle. Was it offsides? I think it was offsides. Okay. Offsides.
Did Pearson's parents say what he was going to be studying at all?
I didn't know. I didn't get details. But
that's okay.
I've known Patrick for a couple of years now. He is a great steadying influence. I know the hockey team will have to recoup from his great leadership next year. They're going to have to find a new leader because he is every bit the leader on that team, without a doubt. Nice hit right there from number 9, Blake Brim. But Secord gets right back up. Secord's a tough customer
He is.
You're going to have a hard time getting him out of the lineup.
And he'll equally lay hits just like that, too.
There was a trip and a call. I'm sorry, Quinn, number 34, went down. And it looks like, well, maybe offsides was a call.
Yep, it was offside.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was one San Jose State player who was kind of just pinned into the offensive zone by a Viking. And, yeah.
Well, when they blew the whistle, Quinn had just been tripped. And
yeah,
so apparently the offsides happened before the trip. The Vikings win the draw. Secord has it at the point. He looks for Hunter Smith. Then he takes a shot. Stevens catches it right in the breadbasket and holds on for a face-off to his left. So we have 8:17 to go in the first period. Western Washington scored the first goal at 18:05 left in the first period, but nothing since. And the face-off goes out of the zone. Cooper Hunter Smith fetches it for the Vikings and sends it in. San Jose has it from there. Number 73 sends the puck up. That is Owen Andrews. At the point, Hunter Smith tries a shot, hits a leg, and Secord gets it to Sleddy. Stick handle by Chapman. They're excited to have Chapman back. He's played so far. He's played very well.
He's got their lone goal so far.
Yes. Secord tries to make a rush. Stood up by number 2, Brian Brim, and he loses the puck. So the Vikings retreat. Oh, puck gets up. You never like it when a puck is over while the line change is going on, because the referees sometimes like to call too many men.
Yep, especially if the guy hopping off touches it before the guy who is getting off the ice has finished getting off.
The puck is frozen by Stevens, Kama Stevens. So with 7:05 to go, face off to his right. Brumbaugh for the Vikings loses the draw, and San Jose breaks it out. Right on the stick of number 21, that's Izzy Codner, but he can't get through the defense. 2 Vikings are there. Aaron James, nice play by a Spartan right there, because Aaron James almost had a breakaway, but he stopped it. Here come the Vikings. Now they're 2-on-1. Aaron James and Brumbaugh couldn't get the shot off, and Stevens makes the save on a fairly easy shot. Maisner sends it to Jess Deegan. Jess Deegan sends it down and goes for a change. Webster sends it down to Pearson for the Vikings. 2 Vikings were sitting down on the job, but they get back up, skate on. You know, this is the 30th year for the PAC 8 conference. So we're having a celebration, a 30-year celebration. There's a trip, but I don't see an arm in the air, so.
The refs have been pretty calm in calling penalties. There was kind of a hook going back the other way that didn't get called.
Yeah.
So for the most part, as long as it's not, overly egregious, so far they're content to let the guys play.
Letting the kids play. 5:15 to go in the first period of play. Shots on goal are heavy in favor of the Western Washington Vikings. They have 8. The San Jose Spartans have 1. But the score is 1-0. Chapman, the goal scorer, shoots a puck into the shin guards of a Spartan. So Secord has to get the puck and skate behind Morena. There's a long pass up out of the zone. Number 20, Dolan Hamilton gets it for San Jose. And they try to break out. Secord with a big hit on the wall.
Oh, we saw Secord get flattened earlier. He can deliver him right back, and he just did.
That has to be offsides because the guy that dropped it was in first. So, 4:40 left to go in the first period. Everybody's keeping their cool. That's good news.
Well, Jack, a storyline kind of to watch is for Western. They're in search of their first playoff win here in the PAC-8.
Never won a game in the playoffs. And Adam Seeger, their head coach, has a message for his wife. If they win, thank you for your support. I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. Win or lose, there's a whole lot that goes into these hockey teams. Secord at the point tries a shot. It's blocked. Cooper Hunter Smith sends it over to Aaron James. Aaron James tries to make a move. He stood up by, is that 2 or 3? That's 2. I don't know. He's got his jersey in his pants there. 2. Okay. Brian Brim. Held in at the line by Sway. Again, he's another guy that was injured last weekend. Glad to see him back. And the Spartans break it out. Number 23, Kenny Brown. Kenny Brown, he skates around some players. Pass right in front. But they couldn't make the connection. Shot by Brim, number 9. And the puck pops free. Aaron James skates. He's a great skater. But he loses the puck. Nice defense by number 26. That's Duncan Warren for the Spartans. That's a shot and a score. Whole lot of traffic in front. And I'm not sure if Morena saw it, but the goal is scored by number 9, Blake Brim, the leading scorer for the San Jose Spartans. So 2:51 to go in the first period, and we're level at 1 goal each.
You could feel the Spartans were doing a nice job of finding ways to get in the offensive zone. They're eventually going to get something past Morena. Morena can be so good, but when you put traffic in front of any goalie, it can get tough just because you can't see those shooting lanes as well, and their hard work pays off.
Yeah, there as I said, there was traffic in front.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I could see players, but I couldn't see the goalie, and the goalie couldn't see the puck.
So Kirill Konoplyanko with the assist, by the way.
Okay, good. Konoplyanko is wearing number 7 today. That's the 3rd number he's worn against the Vikings, so maybe it's his lucky number.
Hey, it's got him a point, right? He's had a lot of points this year. 15 goals, 25 assists for 41 points.
Oh,
whatever number he seems to be wearing helps.
Absolutely. He's a great player.
No, I know what you're saying.
But you got to keep your cool, especially in a game like this. A minute 50 to go in the first period of play. Sleddy, number 22. That is Kaylor Sleddy, Slettee. Sophomore. And Iceworm got number 2, Brian Brim. He goes down, and the Vikings break out. Fan skates with the puck. Brumbaugh in front. Sends it over to Aaron James. Aaron James sends it over to Cooper Hunter Smith. He can't control. Fan has it. He turns. Backside pass. He may have been better off shooting that.
So I think he did try to shoot, and he had Brumbaugh on the doorstep, and Brumbaugh tried to pick up that rebound.
Brumbaugh shoots, and I believe Stevens may have got a piece of that and sent it up into the net. So with 1:09 to go in the first period, we're tied 1-1, Western Washington and San Jose State, even though the shots are lopsided, 9-2 in favor of the Vikings. Draw to the left of Kama Stevens. Puck is sent around the boards. Fan tries to play it behind, but the Spartans break out. 2-on-2. Drop pass for number 23. Number 21 and 23 come in. That's Izzy Codner and Kenny Brown, but they can't get anywhere. Secord sends it up to Fan. Oh, a nice open net for Hunter Smith, but he can't. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Aaron James, but he can't get it in there. Stevens was down, but he couldn't get a good stick on it.
Imagine that one might haunt James. He was right there, but San Jose State did a nice job of getting in front and not allowing James a clear view of that puck to put it home.
Great shot by Kenny Brown. I'm sorry, Izzy Codner, number 21. Saved by Morena. That was a great hard slap shot from the faceoff dot on the far side. And that'll end our first period of play. No penalties were called. Each team scored one goal. So a fairly even period. 1-1 at the end of one period. Jack Jones, Eric List, and Addie are with you. We'll be back in 12 minutes for our second period of play. Washington. Welcome back to Cheney, Washington, Eastern Washington University. We are at the URC Ice Arena, and we've got a barn burner going. We've got Western Washington University, the 3 seed, playing host to San Jose State University, the 6 seed, but the score is tied 1-1. Shots on goal, Western Washington lead 10-4, but 3 shots there at the end of the period from San Jose. They tied the score. Eric, what do you think?
Jack, got to give a lot of credit to San Jose State there. They could have just kind of crumbled early when you give up 1 goal. They didn't. They rebounded. They blocked shots, and they kept the pressure on the Vikings. That's what you're going to have to do for this final 20 minutes. You have to keep bringing the pressure to them. Morena is beatable if you can keep finding ways to get in his way. That's how they got their first goal. They blocked his vision. Western's going to come out and play a physical game. So as long you can't have the puck long. If you have the puck long, they're going to try to square you up. So you got to be making crisp, clean passes, going, D to O zone, because any really chances that you don't, Western will jump on and take the other way.
Yeah, and if you look back at the history, when these two teams played back in October, the San Jose Spartans actually led in the 3rd period of the first game they played in the 3rd period, but lost by 2. They lost both games by 2, 8-6 and 9-7. So these teams, it's going to be they're going to be hard pressed for one to dominate the other.
Oh, we're in for a really good next 40 minutes.
Yes, we are. Andrew Fan draws the attention of the referee, and then he drops the puck. The Western Washington Vikings get it. They send it in, and that's not going to be icing because number 26 for the Spartans, Duncan Warren, could have played it. The Vikings send it in front. Shot by James. No goal. Aaron James thought he had knocked it in. He was pointing, but the referee waved it off. Now he's got about 5 Vikings right there in his face telling him that puck went in. But Cayman Stevens is just standing there like, nope, didn't go in.
And there all right.
The puck will drop to the left of Stevens. And Aaron James will just have to do it all over again if it did go in. So puck is knocked down the ice. Icing is waved off. The Spartans get the puck, but now number 33, Ethan Secord, races down the ice. Brumbaugh tries to shoot. Stick aside by Stevens. Hunter Smith shoots from the point, but it's hits the stick of number 21, Izzy Codner. And the Spartans break it out. Codner battles Brumbaugh. And here come the Vikings. Aaron James comes in again. He trips the goalie. Stevens is down, but no call. The referees have kept the whistles in the pockets.
Yeah, it's been a very, very, very loose physical game from both sides. But imagine if that continues to happen, you're probably going to see temper start to boil over. So far, it's been pretty calm.
Well, there's the other James, and he scores. That is Jacob James.
No taking that one away there, Jack.
No taking that one away. Not from that brother.
Nope. Now, that's exactly, so the flip side, talking about San Jose State, you got to be crisp, clean in your passing. That's exactly what the Vikings did there. The James brothers worked it back and forth. You make Stevens have to move in his crease, make that lateral movement, And when you get him far side, whip it right back over to the other James, who pots it into a pretty open net.
Yeah, that was a excellent play by the Vikings. And so now they forge ahead 2-1 with 18:29 to go in the second period of play. That's Meisner. Mesner. Meisner. I knew I could get it.
I knew you were going to get there.
I knew I could get it if you just said it one or two times. Stolen by the Spartans. Number 7, Carrillo takes the puck. Sent up the wall. Here comes Chapman, number 16. He breaks in, but can't get a good stick on a shot. Stevens was there. Chapman has played a great game. He got the first goal of the game. And there is Brim, number 9, getting separated from the puck. That would be Blake Brim. Brian Brim is number 2. So the Brim brothers against the James brothers. Well, a couple of bodies down, but the referee says play on. Kai Schletty gets it out, but number 73 for the Spartans skates it back in. Owen Andrews. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. We are here in Eastern Washington University watching some great PAC 8 hockey. Quinn skates at number 34 for the Vikings. And he sends it to the line. Secord shoots. Padded down by Stevens. And another shot. Another save. Shot by Hunter Smith. From the angle that we have, I saw the puck the whole way, so Stevens did as well. So
and that was the one he's been able to see the entire way. Those couple before him were definitely harder to see.
Shots on goal at the period were 10-4. So Western Washington has the first 3 shots of this period, including the goal by number 92, Jacob James. The Vikings win the puck. Brumbaugh, number 5, Brett Brumbaugh. He's had to adjust this year to playing without his brother. His brother was on a line with him. His brother graduated. And so this year has been about growth and learning how to play without his brother with him. Face off to the right of Stevens. The Vikings win it back. They send it across to Cooper Hunter Smith. Sends around to Fan behind the net. Fan. Centering pass right in front. Good couple of saves by Stevens. Aaron James almost got it in again. Man, Aaron James is sniffing that goal.
James wants one, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does.
His brother's got one. He's got to get one too.
Brother's got one. Secord gets it in the zone. That's a centering pass to Fan. Fan is stopped by Stevens. A lot of pressure by Western Washington right now. This first line, Fan, Stevens. We got Cooper Hunter Smith on the defensive pair. Heavy pressure. Secord, Brumbaugh, James. That's a great line. Those guys are as good as any in the league. And there is Jacob James pitchforking it in behind the net. Stevens tees it up for Brian Brim. And the puck is driven out of the zone. Jacob James and Duncan Warren tie up, but they let the sticks go and everything is fine. Say sends it across. for Chapman, but Chapman can't get on the end of it for Western Washington. Rebound. Sleddy tries a backhand shot, but Stevens has made the save. In the last 2 or 3 minutes, Western Washington's had 4, 5, 6 shots.
Western's come out and put their pedal to the metal and said, hey, we got to go after that first period because San Jose State was in the game. And they still are. It's only a 2-1 deficit, but shots on goal 17-4. Western now with the majority of the chances here in that second period. It's seeming like they're brimming to get another one.
Carver Johnson takes the shot from the point. Stevens sees it all the way. He catches it, holds on for a face-off to his left. I got to speak with Carver Johnson's parents during the break, and they're doing great. Western Washington wins the draw back to Pearson. By the way, when we get a chance, I'll update you on what I talked about Patrick Pearson a few minutes ago. There is a try by a sliding shot for number 26. That's Patrick. That's Patrick Pearson, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Quinn sends it behind Morena. Now the Spartans send it up. Stolen by Webster for the Vikings. He sends it over to Pearson. Pearson skates in. He looks behind. He tries a wraparound backhand. The puck is stopped, not frozen, but the referee lost sight, so he blows the whistle. And we have 13:41 to go in the second period. Eric, Jack, and Addie are with you here in Cheney. Face off to the Stevens left with 13:41 to go. The Spartans win the draw. Try to get it out of the zone. Shot by Brumbaugh. What a pass by Aaron James. But he couldn't tuck it in the corner of the net, so they refocus. Fan shoots, saved by Stevens. Over to Aaron James. Pass over to Brumbaugh. Aaron James around the Fan. Fan, a centering pass. Brumbaugh couldn't get on the end of it. Stevens covers it up. That is Camus Stevens with the stop. With 13:03 to go in the second period. 2-1 is the score. Western Washington leads.
Oh, nice job by Camus Stevens to jump on that one as it slammed through his crease. He's like, no, we're not letting this one get away. I'm going to cover with my glove. But it's going to result in offensive zone draw, something that the Vikings have had a lot of this period so far.
Well, the shots this period are 9-0 in favor of Western Washington, but they've only got one goal to score, show for it. So Hunter Smith down to behind the goal line. Hunter Smith. Easy view for Stevens. He stops it and he holds on to it. The fact that he was going to get to it wasn't in question. The fact that he held on to it is what saved him.
I say he's been sealing off a lot of pucks, but there's been a couple times where he's let some rebounds go. And the Vikings are doing a nice job of putting guys right there to potentially collect if they can get one of those freebies.
Well, the Vikings have now put out their second line, but that first line stayed out for a lot of minutes. Offsides is the call. The Spartans argue, not going to change it.
Whistle. I don't. That was a weird offsides.
Ian Woods, number 27. First time I've called his name. He was in early. He had his palm turned up to the sky saying, what, me? Icing is the call. So the faceoff will come back down by Nolan Morena. So during the break, I found out Patrick Pearson is an engineer student, not a medical student, but he's going to study at Johns Hopkins, and he is going to have an interview with SpaceX. So
good for him.
Yeah, so he's possibly some rocket technology.
Well, that's cool.
Us rocket scientists, we stick together, you know.
Jack, you're a cruise director, a rocket scientist, a bus driver. You do it all.
I just do my fair share a little bit more. Hey, a puck is up in the air, pops down. Good thing we got that net because, you know.
Hey, I'll take a souvenir.
Oh, we almost have a breakaway for number 9. That would be Blake Brim. He is our goal scorer for the San Jose team. Nice play by number 26, Duncan Warren, for the Spartans. The first line is back out there. There's Brumbaugh, James, and Fan. Now the puck goes all the way down. Mesner has to go get it. Send it up, but it's stolen by the Spartans. 21 and 23, Izzy Codner and Kenny Brown have a great time playing together. Save is made by Nolan Moreno. So that's the first shot of the second period for San Jose. Shots are now 20-5, 10-1 in this period, but Western Washington only leads 2-1.
It's a big offensive zone draw if you're San Jose State. You spend a lot of time in your defensive zone. This is a draw that you want to win just to try to pressure Moreno. You're almost halfway through the period. You've only got one shot on him. It was just recently.
Shots. Chapman, saved by Kama Stevens. He was in on a breakaway.
Wow, what a save from Kama Stevens. He sprawled out. I thought he might have been dead to rights, but Stevens stands tall. That's a big save you need from your goalie right there. He comes up big.
So, according to the official scores, the goal that Western Washington scored is 16 from 22 and 92. So, the second goal of the game for Tyler Chapman, although I'm pretty sure 92 scored it, but I don't know for sure. That's why they're official scores.
It was definitely James.
Yeah, but the official score sheet says 16 from 22 and 92, so that would be the second assist for number 22, Sleddy, and the first assist for James, number 92. There's a trip. Hey, play on. I like it.
We only had one penalty so far this game.
Chapman comes in and break away again. His skating skill is on display. Shot caught by Stevens and held.
Hey, Chapman's flying all over the ice, and he's making his presence known in his return back to the lineup. He's got a goal, and he's had a breakaway opportunity and just almost had another opportunity there as well.
9:28 to go. Second period play. We're at the PAC Championships in Cheney, Washington. This is the 3 versus 6 game. Western Washington, the 3 seed, has 2 goals. San Jose Spartans have 1 goal. They are the 6 seed. We got someone kneeling in the corner with some difficulty. And because he was kneeling on the ice, they will make him go for a change. That is number 2, Brian Brim. He looked okay, but because he delayed the game, they asked him to skate off. Held in at the point by Western Washington. Quinn sends it around. Shot opportunity by Chapman, but he can't make the play. And now Quinn skates it in. He shoots it across. Stevens comes across with the glove, catches and holds for a face-off.
Give Stevens props. As long as he's seeing it and he's seen a lot of those shots, he's making the saves, and even ones that have been tricky through traffic. He's done a nice job just finding ways to put himself in a position to make the save.
Since that first short side goal, he has been really good. Hunter Smith shoots, and the whistle blows, so we will have another face-off. Stevens catches that. So 8:45 to go in the second period of play. Around to the point. Secord keeps it in there for the Vikings, but San Jose has it. San Jose State University Spartans, the number 6 seed in the league. Aaron James tries again. Stevens is laying across the net front. There's a shot from Secord. Stevens is there. And he's back on his feet and ready to go. There's another save by Stevens. Out at the line, here comes number 21. That's Izzy Codner. Secord is there, and they're going to battle for a little bit. (23) Kenny Brown loses the puck. Brumbaugh shoots. Oh, barely a glove save by Stevens. He almost didn't get over to that, but he did. He made the save. And now the puck is in, and the first line goes off for the Vikings. Pass up to the blue line. Puck is flipped in by number 23, Kenny Brown. Caught by Moreno and held for a face-off with 7:25 to go in the second period.
That last save made by Stevens, he even made it without a stick. He had lost his stick due to the contact earlier. He's got it back now, but had lost it at first.
Hey, we got some hockey and some golf going on. You gotta love that.
Waste management? Very nice.
Yeah.
It's nice weather down in Phoenix right now in the 70s.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather.
Addie, our camera person, is a very nice, lovely young lady. Oh, Carver Johnson with the shot. She is from Moses Lake, speech pathology major, and she is a junior. And obviously a golf fan. Vikings win the draw. Jess Deegan from the point. Last week we talked about Jess Deegan and his stick.
Yep.
And now he had a bunch of them in his garage. He broke his stick on Saturday. That stick he had just gotten the day before on Friday.
That's always the worst.
I know. A one-day stick.
Oh, you should be within the warranty on that.
Yeah, the 30-day warranty on those sticks.
So those sticks aren't cheap. I hope he cashed in on that warranty.
Yeah, I just had to buy one for Duncan Needham. $232 stick, and that's a cheap one.
Actually, oh, all right.
Jess Deegan, although, I made a joke about they've got a garage full of sticks. So he felt the need to tell me that was a brand new stick. But you're right. The warranty on those things is 30 days. So he
still
should have gotten a free one out of that.
Hopefully. I mean, you can't get that warranty next day unless he'd maybe bought it.
Love the
pure
Deegan
hockey.
family. Love the Deegan family. Hockey has brought about a lot of friends. So, centering pass. The Vikings skated out. Secord looks. He shoots. Glove save, but he can't hold on. Stevens is still having to fight. There's a shot from the point by Hunter Smith. It goes wide. Puck back over to Cooper Hunter Smith. He shoots again. Save. Kick save by Stevens. That was a tough chance, and he was equal to the challenge. The puck is dumped out, just trying to get it out of the zone for San Jose. San Jose has got to generate some opportunities because right now the pressure on Camus Stevens is tremendous.
Yeah, give him his flowers. This could be a 5-1 game, a 4-1 game with the amount of quality saves he's made so far.
Easily.
But it's almost a complete 180 from what we saw in the first period. The first period was the 20 minutes that was back and forth. This is we're almost 15 minutes into the second period, has been pretty much all Vikings.
There's a pass over to Fan, saved by Stevens. Fan couldn't get a great hold on it. Aaron James sent a great pass to him. And if it had been right on the tape, there would have been a one-timer that would have been in the goal. But it gave Camus Stevens a chance to slide all the way over, stock the puck with 5:02 to go in the second period of play. Puck is dropped. Brumbaugh wins it over to Fan. Fan for the Vikings is battling on the end line. And a whistle is blown. I'm guessing they just froze the puck.
That'd be my thought, too. That's a quick whistle for a frozen puck.
Yeah, it is. But seeing as how they've called no penalties the entire game, I didn't think that was worthy of one.
No, I mean, the referee was standing right there, but yeah. Hey, you can't say they're not calling it both ways. They're not calling it at all.
Hey, there's Deegan with that new stick trying to take a shot. It's wide right. And if he's watching, I'd love to say hi to Teddy Deegan. He's playing for the Butte Irish in Montana. Jess's younger brother. Save by Stevens. Tell me if you've heard that before.
Just a few times. Maybe 30 times.
Yes.
32 total shots.
4:29 to go in the second period of play. All right. Face off to the right of Camus Stevens. Brumbaugh for the Vikings. Back to the point. Jess Deegan can't control. Out come the Spartans. Puck is sent across. There's a shot wide left. Moreno used it as an opportunity to loosen up the muscles. Nice play at the line by Fan. Andrew Fan gets tripped. There's going to be our first penalty of the game.
Well, gonna see the Viking power play here in a minute.
.342 to go. I'm sorry, 3:43 to go in the second period of play. And looks like number 73, that would be Owen Andrews in the box for Tripp. Face off as a tie up. San Jose wins it. They send the puck out of the zone, and Chapman has to retreat. Morena sends it around to Chapman, number 16 for the Vikings. He sends it up to captain Patrick Pearson. Pearson gets it in the zone. Quinn gets it for the Vikings. Chapman. Pearson is right on the doorstep, but he couldn't control the puck, and he takes a shoulder from a Spartan. Morena sends it around to Chapman. He is pressed by, I believe that's number 25. No, that's not who that was. Oh, that was Kirill. All right. Shot missed. There's a shot from the point by Secord. Stevens save. And he holds on.
For the 31st time tonight.
31st time tonight.
That was the best look on the power play for the Vikings so far. They got it set up, get to Secord up top, and some traffic in front, try to deflect. But Stevens, as Jack said, makes the save.
85 is in that's Cam Morris that's in the penalty box. Brumbaugh shoots, scores! Power play goal for Western Washington.
Well, beautiful job by Brumbaugh to go 5-hole. He beat Stevens before he can get it down to cover. Stevens didn't stand a chance on that one.
Well, you know, he took his time. He skated in. He looked at his openings.
Yep.
And nobody from the defense approached him, so he had unbothered shot. So with 2:32 to go, Western Washington opens the lead. It is now 3-1 for the Vikings. Power play goal. Brumbaugh loses the puck. Score by number 2, Brian Brim. Well, that's a great answer for San Jose. With 2:05 to go. So 27 seconds later.
Brem gets his second of the game. And yeah, that's exactly how you got to answer back. It's been a period that's been dominated by Western, but to get it back within one here late in the second period, it's got to give you a lot of confidence.
Well, that's the other Brim. The first Brim, the first goal was scored by Blake Brim.
Thank you.
This is Brian Brim. Jack Jones and Eric Lister here with you, along with Addie. Well, there's another shot on goal. 1:53 to go. Our score, Western Washington 3, San Jose 2. What promises to be an interesting third period.
A change I feel like I've noticed from the first period to the second period for San Jose State is the first period, they were doing a really nice job at getting in lanes, blocking shots. They haven't done that as well this period. They haven't blocked shots. They haven't helped their goaltender out as much. Get in those shooting lanes, sacrifice the body. Now, I understand it's easy to say. It's harder to do to want to go stand in front of a piece of rubber being shot at you, but they did a nice job blocking those shooting lanes in the first period, something they probably want to try to get back to here in the second and then progress into the third.
Carver Johnson shoots it in, but is blocked by number 9. That will be Blake Brim. Quinn has it for the Vikings. Number 34. He sends it across to, looks like 92. That's James. That is the Jacob James, the Alaskan James. So Kirill shoots, saved by Moreno.
A beautiful job there by Konoplyanko to just drive in. Nice little toe drag to make one man miss. Had a one-on-one with Morena, but Morena makes the save.
Kirill is an excellent player.
And he's got some speed to him and a
Yeah,
lot of skill.
Yeah, he does. There's a lot of good hockey out here. Under a minute to go in the second period of play. Jacob James flips it in and goes for a change. And out comes the number one line. Brother Aaron James, Andrew Fan, and Brett Brumbaugh. Fan skates in. He skates around. He's in on Stevens, but he loses the puck. Trying to draw it back to his forehand, and he can't control it. But the Spartans get it in. Jess Deegan shoots, blocked by a Spartan. Spartans get it out. There is the horn. A little chippiness down there, but not much. Man, we've gone through 2 periods and only had 1 penalty the entire game. But I think the price of poker is going to go up in the third period. Your score after 2 periods, Western Washington 3, San Jose State 2. We'll be back in 12 minutes for your third period. Welcome back to the URC Ice Arena in Cheney, Washington, the PAC-8 Championships, game number 2. I will tell you that game number 1 was won by the University of Washington, the 2 seed. They beat UC San Diego 4-1. And our second game right here, the number 3 seed, Western Washington University, have 3. The 6 seed, San Jose State University Spartans, have 2. So we've got a close game going into the third period, and we look forward to some great action. Jack Jones here with you. We've got Eric List, and we've got Addie on the camera. Addie is a student here at Eastern Washington, speech pathology major from Moses Lake. And I believe you said you're a junior, right? Okay. She's a junior. She's a different kind of junior than I am. I'm Jack Jones Jr. She's a junior in school. Hey, we're ready to go. Eric, what you got to say?
Jack, I think if you're the Vikings, it's continue the same thing that you did in the second period. It worked well. It got you 2 goals. But if you're San Jose State, that last 2 minutes or that last couple minutes when they got that goal to make 3-2 is probably some of the best hockey they played this period. If they can get back to doing that, they're going to be a lot to handle for this Western team here coming down the stretch.
Aaron James, drop pass to Fan. Fan over to Brumbaugh. Maybe a little bit of overpassing there because Fan looks like he had a fairly open shot. So San Jose comes back. Izzy Codner loses the puck and Western Washington sends it down. Here come the Spartans. Long pass misses Blake Brim. Moreno sticks it aside into the fence for the Vikings. Send it up. Stolen by Brim. Brim tries to drop it to a teammate, but it doesn't get through. Icing is the call.
That's a strong start for San Jose State. Exactly what you want to do. Try to be getting in your offensive zone. Another offensive zone draw here early. Find ways to put rubber on Moreno. He didn't see a lot of shots in that second period. Flip that script here in the third.
Shots on goal in the second period. The Vikings had 25. The Spartans had 3. But they each scored 2 goals in the period. So, quality, not quantity, if you're San Jose. And I do have a clarification on those last 2 goals. The second goal for San Jose was scored by number 2, Brian Brim, assist to his brother, number 9, Blake Brim, and number 7, that would be Kirill Panapliaco. Stevens has already had to make some saves.
We talked heavily in that second period about Stevens, and you saw a strong reason of why Patrick Pearson just sidestepped 4 people trying to get to Stevens, and he was successful. That's where defensively, if you're San Jose State, just square him up, hit him.
Yep.
Step up, play the body. They allowed Pearson to dangle and shimmy shake around the other guys. If you would have just stepped up and gotten in the way, he wouldn't have got through. Luckily, Stevens was ready. He made the save, but you need a little bit more on the defense.
Save by Moreno. And the final goal of the period, the third goal for Western Washington, it was a power play goal scored by number 5, Brett Brumbaugh, and assisted by number 33, Ethan Secord. So we've got the scoring up to date. Shots on goal so far through 2 periods, 35-7. So the San Jose, Aaron James is in alone. He tries to bring it to his backhand. Kama Stevens with a big save. He was scrambling, but he did a great job of scrambling.
He did.
Aaron James won't miss many of those, but it was a great job by Camus Stevens. Izzy Cadner drops the puck for his partner, number 23. That's Kenny Brown. Here comes Western Washington. Aaron James from Secord to Fan. Fan shoots, and he scores.
Well, Andrew Fan has been noticeable all over the ice this afternoon. He's been making plays. He's been dishing the biscuit around, and he finally puts one in the back himself.
Well, with skill like they have on that front line,
yeah,
you can't hold them down forever.
Brumba, Fan, Aaron James, and throw in Secord and Hunter Smith on that D pair. It's a difficult top five.
Well, the score is 4-2, so Western hasn't got it won yet.
Huh.
These Spartans are going to keep scrapping.
So Camus Stevens thought there was a penalty, started skating to the bench, and then quickly retreated when he realized there was no arm of the referees up in the air, much to his confusion and disagreement. He was ready to go to the bench for the extra attacker and then realized, oh, wait, there's not actually a penalty called.
Well, the players, even though there's only been one penalty this entire game, the players are taking care of their personal attitude and have skated clean.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been some that they could have called penalties, but haven't had to. There was a great opportunity skating in by that's number 26. That's Duncan Warren. And back come Tyler Chapman for the Vikings. And he skates off for a change. Has a shot from the point. Blocked down by the defense. Number 73, Owen Andrews. Andrews at the point. Sends a shot in with the bodies in front. It hits the skate and goes to Viking. Here comes Patrick Pearson. Centering pass, but nobody can get the stick on it. Quinn was there, but the stick couldn't get to it. Pearson and number 71, that is Joey Johnson for the Spartans battle. Hunter Smith drops a shoulder, and Marina holds on to the puck. With 14:55 to go in the third period of play, Western Washington leads 4-2. Puck behind the net. Vikings skate with it. Cooper Hunter Smith. Now outlet pass to Aaron James. Brett Brumbaugh can't control, and the Spartans have the puck, although they don't have control of the puck. Andrew Fan in the corner. It comes back to Cooper Hunter Smith. Shot stopped by Kamen Stevens. Held on to for a face-off to his left.
I don't know how long you keep saying. I mean, Stevens has been their best player so far on the ice. I mean, they've got a lot of skill. Konoplyanko has been really good. Both Brem brothers have the goals, but Stevens has been that reliable anchor back in the net that has kept this to a winnable margin for San Jose State if you can get two more goals.
The last goal officially, Fan from Secord and James, 91 and 33. Kama Stevens strong on his pipe. There's a shot by Sleddy. Puck pops out. Maisner gets it. He's got Jess Deegan on his wing there. A lot of people in front of the net, but the San Jose Spartans could not get to the puck. The Vikings send it down. Icing is the call. Eddie's got some kind of a fancy drink. Let's see what we got here. Red Bull. We're going to need some by the end of the night, aren't we? We're going to need some by the end of the night, aren't we? Yes. The draw is won by the Vikings. Sleddy dumps it and goes for a change. Slaway sends it over to Carver Johnson. He skates it behind Morena. He's knocked down, but that was just incidental contact.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing malicious there.
Shot. Saved by Stevens. Kenny Brown takes a big hit. Now, looks like 21. Izzy Codner takes a big hit. The Vikings are amped up with the 2-goal lead. There's a shot. Moreno with the save. Rebound. Attempted shot hits Carver Johnson. And we have a whistle. Carver Johnson is there. A little scrap. Little chin wag going on in the corner.
You can finally see tempers starting to boil over. And it all started really within that past 30 seconds to a minute offensive zone time that was spent by San Jose State. They were playing the body. They were being physical, something they weren't doing as much in that first and second period. Western is a very physical team. They're going to play the body. They're not afraid to check you. San Jose State started bringing some of that back, and they got under the skin of a couple Western players. And they're going to get offsetting minors here, it looks like, Jack.
Yes, we have Carver Johnson in the box for Western Washington. Their first penalty of the entire game. It took them 48 minutes. And the second penalty for the Spartans is a second penalty for number 85. That is Cam Morris. So it looks like we have 4-on-4 skating. The Vikings have the puck, and with their first line skaters, 4-on-4 with open ice, you would think that would favor the Vikings. Doesn't always work out that way. You'd think that. Fan loses the puck. Carrill gets the puck and sends it up. Aaron James sends the puck up, but Fan can't get to it. Now he does on the far boards. Held in at the line by Cooper Hunter Smith. Now San Jose skates it in, number 45. That is Joe Cantaleon. Aaron James shoots. Save by Kama Stevens, and another save. What a great play by Kama Stevens. He waited and waited and waited, and Aaron James finally, when he had to commit, Stevens was there.
Yeah, it's a great job by Stevens. And James was waiting. He was waiting for Stevens to bite, and he didn't. Now, if you're James, I think I'd like to see probably a shot sooner. Like I said, he's waiting for Stevens to bite, and he didn't. But he had a lot of open room if he would have went far side, which easier said than done to place with the puck. But he had a couple open looks, but he just waited too long.
Stevens' helmet needs a little repair. He's doing that. The penalties, number 7, Carver Johnson had 2 minutes for slashing. And number 85, Cam Morris, got 2 minutes for roughing. 10:58 to go in the third period. 4-2 is your score. Western Washington leads. San Jose grabs the puck from the faceoff, tries to skate it out. Chapman keeps the puck in for Western Washington, and now he controls. But now San Jose has it. There's a headman pass to number 7. That is Kirill. I'm sorry. What is it?
Kirill Konoplyanko.
Konoplyanko. Shot and score. Number 16. That is Tyler Chapman with the 4-on-4 goal. He was in on a breakaway, pulled it to his backhand, and made no mistake. So with 10:14 to go in the third period, Chapman gets his hat trick. We know that the second goal shouldn't have been his, but officially it's a hat trick. So that was a 4-on-4 goal. 5-2 is your score.
Yeah, Chapman wasn't missing that one.
Nope. Teams are 5 aside again. And now, with a 3-goal lead and dwindling time, maybe we need to watch out for some rough stuff.
Well, if you're San Jose State, the last thing you want to do is go to the penalty box. You need to be disciplined, because if you're going to come back, you got to score goals. You're not scoring goals if you're playing down a man.
Right. There was a shot saved by Morena. There's a shot saved by Stevens, and he covers it up before anybody from the Vikings can get there. Shots on goal are 39-11. So that means San Jose has taken 4 shots on goal this period and 4 for the Vikings. So the shots are even this period, but 2 goals to none for the Vikings skill-wise. Brumbaugh skates, but he loses the puck. Here come the Spartans. They need a spark. Bram loses the puck, and the Vikings send it deep. James gets it, sends it to Fan. Brumbaugh takes it, but there's Brumbaugh with the backhand shot. Saved by Stevens. Fan kicks the puck. He looks for a shot. He can't get it, squeeze one off. But the Spartans, there's 3 Spartans behind the goal line. They come away with the puck. Nicks away, number 15, back from the injured PAC for the Vikings, takes the puck, skating, sends it over to Jacob James, but he can't control it. Now Jacob James steals it. He's in, 1-on-1, backhand to his brother, Aaron James. Little brother love there, but they can't get it to the net. So San Jose comes back with it. Stolen by number 22. That is Kai Sleddy. Vikings send it in. Spartans hold. Look for opening to get it out of the zone. Now they do. Shot a little bit wide. Marina was over there. Here comes Mr. Hat Trick Chapman. Shot. Blockered away by Stevens. There's another shot. Patted away by Stevens. And there's a stick it into the corner and let's kill some time by Patrick Pearson. Quinn takes a little shoulder, but he pops right back up. San Jose breaks it out. Jess Deegan sends it back for an icing. So they're not going to get to change. Secord wanted to come out and play a little bit, but they're not going to let him.
Nope.
7 minutes to go in the third period for one of these teams. Their season will be over. And right now we're leaning towards San Jose being done for the season. But I don't think there's going to be a lot of quit in them.
No, they've got a lot of fight left. So interesting.
What number is that? Was that 73?
It'd be 13.
13. Okay, that's Jackson Graham. Jackson Graham just skated over and left the ice.
He hasn't went down the tunnel. He's just standing.
For San Jose.
He's standing right in the tunnel. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that's about. I'll see a stick or two down there, but I'm not sure if that's for him or just somebody taping a stick for the next game. Aaron James and Andrew Fan, and Aaron James was offsides. Aaron James should have known better. That wasn't that close. So, with 6:35 to go in the third period to play, Western Washington 5, San Jose State 2, as Western Washington tries to win their first ever PAC-8 playoff game. Puck is dumped in by Ethan Secord, but San Jose is there to pick it up. Puck is down. Cooper Hunter Smith gets it before Izzy Codner can get there for San Jose. And there's a hit by Codner. Hunter Smith is in some difficulty. Marina, a goal, a rebound, and a goal by number 23. That is Kenny Brown. So San Jose scores with 6:05 to go in the third period.
Well, they're not out of it yet, Jack. They got to hurry. If
We're
the
not
door's
breathing.
closing, but
They said we're not breathing very good, but we're not dead yet. So
I walked over to see if I could figure out why Jackson Graham had left the ice. He was standing there in the tunnel for a little bit, and then he just walked down the tunnel. So initial thought was ejection, but since we played 5-on-5, there was no, it wouldn't be an ejection. So
no, there's no objection.
Kind of curious.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
But
either.
we got a 5-3 game, under 6 minutes to go. San Jose's got to keep the pressure on. Secord shoots. It hits Schletty in front. And here come the Spartans. Number 9, Brim, gets shouldered aside. But they stay on the puck. Secord. Nice pass right out to Jacob James. Jacob James shoots. Kicked aside by Stevens. Hey, another save by Stevens. Who'd have believed that? He's got a bunch of them. So the 4-on-4 goal was 16, no assist. Obviously, that 16 is Tyler Chapman.
So Jackson Graham with a game misconduct.
Oh, okay. He got a game misconduct, which is strange because he didn't have a penalty.
Yeah. Figure that one out. Oh, well.
I don't know that I've ever seen that in all my years of hockey.
And I can't say it's not anything egregious that would have, maybe he said something. That would be my only thought.
Yeah, he had to say a magic word. 4:33 to go. Face off to the right of Nolan Morena. Deegan goes down. Kenny Brown sends the puck to the point. Western sends the puck out, and they angle it so it's not icing. 23. That is Kenny Brown. Your last goal scorer shoots. Stopped by Nolan Morena. He holds on for a faceoff. Spartans are fighting for everything they got. 4:13 to go. Brombaugh gets kicked out of the faceoff circle. Not sure why, but Aaron James wins the draw. But they can't get the puck out. 23, Kenny Brown sends it to a teammate, but now finally the Vikings get it. Aaron James is in alone, shoots and scores. Speed kills.
Wow.
The defenseman was there, and all of a sudden Aaron James is just around him.
Well, give props to Andrew Fan, who started this. James came with speed. Fan read it all the way from the far side defensive zone, high flipped it in the neutral zone, so that Aaron James could get behind the defenseman, who really weren't expecting that, but he gets it in stride. A beautiful flip from Aaron James, and man, Jack, you got to think with 350, that's probably gonna be a nail in the coffin.
James from Fan is the official scoring on that, and Morena makes a save. San Jose battles. They try to get the puck. Carrill sends it across. Brem can't get it. He skates with it, shoulder down. That looked like a hit by Hunter Smith. And here comes Sleddy. Chapman is in offsides. They had a 3-on-1, 3-on-2. And back behind the play, we've got a Spartan. That would be Blake Brim laying on the ice. I didn't see what happened. Did you?
He caught a shoulder on a hit.
Okay. Well, I think I described that, but I didn't.
You did, yeah, and you did. You had said it,
but
as
I didn't
he got
see
hit.
Him go down.
It wasn't overly hard, but it's gonna be where it got him. That's more the issue. It wasn't like it was a big open ice hit, but you can still get hit in the wrong spot and it hurts. And that's exactly what happened.
Well, apparently the goal from number 23, Kenny Brown, there's no official assist. They just sent 23. We've got somebody going to the.
So now they're getting rid of Kirill Konoplyanko.
Well, you might as well make it 3 for 3. He's gotten a game misconduct in all 3 games against Western Washington this year. .326 to go. And so far, 2 players from San Jose State have been ejected. What? Oh. These are the most polite ejections I've ever seen in my life.
They are. And none of them have resulted in penalties.
I know, and the players just skate off like, oh man, really?
Kirill was jawing a little bit, but yeah, nothing too bad.
Well, the puck is dumped in. Cooper Hunter Smith is the first one there. And I haven't seen any dirty play by Western Washington to warrant any complaints by the San Jose people. Obviously, not being on the ice and not hearing what's going on. I guess there could be, but typically games like this that have so few penalties, everybody just plays on. But okay. Chapman is down, but the play continues. Chapman picks up a stick. He's moving slow. Let's see if he gets to the bench. He does. He makes it to the bench. Western is just trying to run the timeout with a 6-3 lead, 2:10 to go. Patrick Pearson comes in. He shoots, saved by Stevens. Rebound is kicked aside by a San Jose defenseman. Another shot, another save by Stevens. I know it's hard to say that a goalie plays great when he's given up 6 goals, but Kamen Stevens has played great.
He has. Without him, this could be a much bigger lead for the Vikings.
Camus. I called him Kamen. Camus. I used to be in the Grand Caymans a lot. 7-game misconduct. That's, man, this. There must be very little tolerance from these referees that don't call penalties very often.
It must have said something again to be the only thing.
Yeah.
But
even when you say something, normally they'll just, okay, 2 minutes for
sportsmanlike conduct. And
there's a shot and a bad goal by Jacob James. Finally, Camus Stevens gives up a goal that didn't look like it was a great goal.
Beat him 5-hole. But a little help defensively going back to it starts to wear on you.
92 from 26. So, Jacob James from Patrick Pearson. We got 1:22 to go. There's a shot save by Stevens. 7-3 is your score with 1:10 to go. If California wins tonight at 7, that would mean we have an epic battle tomorrow night at 7 between the University of Washington and Western Washington.
Yes.
So, Nick Saway shoots. Glove save by Camus Stevens.
And that'd be the 5th meeting between the two if that happens. And it was a fiery game 4 up in Seattle that went in the way of the Vikings. Can't imagine the Huskies are going to take lightly the way that one ended, and it should be a fun one.
One minute to go in the third period. Izzy Codner sends it in the zone. He battles hard. He's skating hard. He's looking for help. And the puck pops out. Tyler Albert skates it down. First time I've called his name today, I believe. And there's a nice rush by 26, Duncan Warren. Almost gets through to Marina, but it doesn't. No icing is going to be the call. 13 seconds left. And it looks like Western Washington is going to celebrate their first win ever in the 30 years of the PAC-8 tournament. They haven't been in the PAC-8 all those years, but their first win ever.
Well, congratulations to the Western Washington University and head coach Adam Seeger.
Adam
It says
Seeger
thank you to his wife.
Says thank you to his wife for all your support. And thank you for your support. Eddie, we'll see you at the next game, right? Eastern game. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I got to tell you, both of those teams played hard. San Jose State had a lot of heart, but Western Washington gets their first win ever. We will be back at 4 o'clock for the game between USC, Southern California, and Washington State. That's the 4-5 game. That promises to be a great game. They split their 2 games this season, so there should be a lot of fun to be had there. So, for Eddie, for Eric List, I'm Jack Jones saying goodbye for about 50 minutes from Cheney, Washington. Have a great afternoon.